It's Week 18 of the 2025 season. And up next, we'll see this team's superstar tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, nice move. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry here for their running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. And
the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they bring out their punter. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Herbert now. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Herbert. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Second and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Credit on that one defensively goes to Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert.
That went out wide and intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4. And now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
In motion, the tight end.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
This is brought in at the 21.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Herbert.
Open man right side. That's McConkey.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give for Edwards running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken around the 12. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down to the 42, second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run again.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Herbert and the Chargers down by 13. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Herbert going to throw. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, LA! DJ Chark. 68 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 5.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The give to the fullback on the dive. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers. Trailing in this one now. A little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Herbert to throw. Open man downfield. It's Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the home team here,
they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go.